It's Mark Kaboly, and it's Aaron Rodgers. I imagine you're sticking to your guns, big boy, on this, that there's a 99.9% chance he still signs.
Yep.
And when will he do it by?
Wow, that's the $1,000,000 question. I still think it will be at some time. Where are we at here?
May 13th.
I'm saying sometime either end of the week, weekend, Monday at the latest.
Why hasn't he done it yet, and is money an issue?
I don't know if money's an issue, but I would imagine there's something. I don't know this. I'm just speculating. If it's if the agent's involved, why is the agent involved? Obviously, there's some sticking points somewhere. Maybe it's incentives. Maybe it's something else. But I don't think it's money to say I want $30 million and I'm only getting offered 15. I don't think it's anything to that degree. And for all we know, this guy has not said a word in 3 months. And even when he said it 3 months ago or 2 months ago, he didn't say anything specific about what his plans were. Maybe he signed already and we just don't know. You ever think of that?
I mean, maybe, but
how about that, Bob?
It doesn't look good, though, from the franchise point of view. I don't think you want that to be, at this point, just...
I think it doesn't look good if he doesn't sign. If it says, finally, that's it, I retired, I'm done, that makes the franchise look really bad to organization. But if he eventually signs now or June 10th, I don't think it matters.
But it has to be something pertaining to his contract, right? I don't know any other reason for it to be lingering this long, unless there's something else that's involved. Do you think it's just Aaron being Aaron?
That could be it, too.
He just wants to do it on his own timeline, and...
Maybe the moons and the stars have to line up. I don't know. Maybe he has some date in mind that his lucky day he has to sign. I don't know. And if you watch his documentary Enigma, you know that he's an enigma. He's an enigma. So I don't think I would not be surprised that he sees what's out there and tries to zig when everybody's zagging.
What's that mean?
What I'm saying is maybe he was in town this week. Maybe he had intentions on signing, but once it became public, he decided not to. I'm not saying
this is
that
Crowley's fault that he didn't sign his contract,
saying this,
Bob. I thought that this was the case.
I'm not saying this happened.
What if he never signs now?
But would you be surprised if eventually you somehow find that out? I wouldn't
be surprised at anything. But then you could honestly say it's Crowley's fault the Steelers don't have a quarterback if it turns out that way.
100% Crowley's fault.
Bob, what do you make of that?
There's a part of me that thinks that could be a real possibility, but I find it's just annoying that this conversation about him has to go on day after day after day, and he seems to like it this way.
I don't know, but we haven't heard from him, so we don't know what he does.
But he also is, by saying nothing, he's saying a lot.
He knows.
Did you find it at all out of the ordinary that he would come? First of all, did he come here this weekend?
Everything I can put together, it seems like he did. But I wouldn't be, betting my mortgage on it.
Okay,
but he does have a house here, and he has a really nice house here. So he does have a house here.
Have you been there, Bob?
No.
He's been everywhere else.
No.
He's been Ben's.
What if he retired here and lived in that house and then did his own podcast and tried to hire Spence away from Ben? That'd be unbelievable.
Or maybe they collaborate, do a collab and have two quarterbacks.
Or brings back Cook, right, for his podcast.
That would be interesting.
So did you find it out of the ordinary at all then, if he was here, that he didn't stop by to say hello to anybody?
Well,
yeah, he hasn't been seen by anyone, apparently, right?
Oh, he's not under contract. So,
but I mean seen anywhere.
No, I haven't heard anything, and you know how the internet works. If there's anything out there, it would have been posted publicly. So maybe a lot of DoorDash, maybe
Malibu rentals.
Oh, leave it at the front gate, and I'll come get.
Do you think because he has a place in Malibu, that's why he went with the Chevy Malibu when he here last year?
I don't think you have many options when you go to the Allegheny County Airport. That what kind of cars you're going to get.
Bob,
you're Aaron Rodgers. You can ask for
anything you want.
Yeah.
Bob, do you find it odd that Pittsburgh has great golf, that he would go from Malibu all the way here just to play a couple rounds of golf and then go back? Is that what he did?
Again, if
there's a golf pro here, he would know.
If he was seen at a golf course, we would
know.
We would know about it. Somebody would take a picture. Somebody would put it out.
Was he here?
I believe he was. Maybe like I said, he hasn't been to his estates.
What does McAfee say? He's your buddy. He's on his show. He must know.
Yeah, if they do, I don't know.
Can you text him?
They ain't gonna tell mean nothing.
Why
Even
not?
A.J. Hawk's his best friend, and he won't even tell them.
A.J. Hawk is Rodgers' best friend?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll give
Did
Rodgers
you know that,
credit.
Bob? Does
I knew
A.J. Hawk
they were
ever
very-
talk in
Oh,
that
he does. He
relationship?
talks about it, but
they were
he's
teammates for how many years?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or does he just stand there and stare straight at Rodgers and not say
honestly,
anything?
I
he has
will
the best eye contact with the camera I've ever
I
seen.
will
really
never. I will not stand here for any bashing of A.J. Hawk. He's a wonderful.
We're not
human.
bashing. We're just
Wonderful
telling
human.
Have you met him?
Yes.
You like
Wonderful,
him?
very nice
Did he
guy.
talk?
Yes, very great guy. Very great guy.
I will say this: he's good at keeping secrets, Aaron Rodgers. It's pretty tightly sealed. What's you
He
don't
does
hear
have
much.
a tight circle around him.
He
Very
does.
tight. But somehow all this stuff gets out there. So what does that mean to me? I think some people
What
are
gets out
taking
there?
liberty. All these. He wants this.
But
he
I think
wants
people
this.
are
There's
doing
a
it
lot
to
of liberties
generate a lot
here.
of conversation too. Without I
Yes.
don't know.
But it comes back to him, though, right? Everybody blames him. I can't believe he's doing it. He's not doing anything except not signing.
But he also
right?
knows that we're well into the process here, and the Steelers have made it clear to him there were some, loosey-goosey deadlines along the way, right? I mean, you heard it from everyone.
Well,
whether
the
it
only
was,
thing public we heard from
was the
art,
draft.
Art, right?
right?
I hope. I wish it would be done by then. But there's nothing that they've said on record of saying when they expect him on there, him to come back.
Well, I don't think there's any question saying that for this
So-
year he is their best option. I think that's pretty obvious
Yep.
because you don't have any information on the other two. But if this doesn't happen, then it accelerates the progress that you may see from either Will Howard or Drew Aller.
I just look at it this way. If it happens not to be Aaron for some crazy reason, I think it has to be Mason. I mean, what I saw last week with Drew Aller, he has potential, but it's going to take some time.
Right.
Well, hold
It's gonna
on a
take
second.
some road time.
And you can keep both those other guys.
Yes.
and
Both of them
see where
are
it
in the
goes.
same boat. Strip it down, build it back up in the way Mike
Is
McCarthy
that-
sees fit.
But that's interesting that we've heard this description. Tear it down to the studs and build it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys have done what they've done forever. Their habits are their habits. Joe, in golf, it's hard to change your habits. You can say that you're going to do it. And boy, I give Mike McCarthy a lot of credit. If he can do that, it's not often that the end result is maybe what you expect if you're going to go that far down.
Well-
More guys need tweaking than they knew, rip it down, start all over with every practice habit you may have. I think
But you've seen it happen before. First of all, Aaron Rodgers came to Green Bay with a weird delivery, weird way he held the ball, and McCarthy fixed that. On your side, Joe, Josh Allen came that first year, and he looked like he didn't
I was
know how
just
to
going to
throw the
mention
ball, right?
him. Yeah.
And they fixed him.
Yeah, they
So
fixed
they don't
him.
have to fix Drew Aller's release arm or anything like that. They got to fix his feet and his legs and his positioning so he's more accurate throwing the ball. So
All right.
Why can't
Back
he
to
do that?
Rodgers for a second. Michael Silver, who's very good and hooked
very
in.
tight with Aaron Rodgers too, by the way. Both Cal guys.
Well, that adds a layer of intrigue. Wrote this piece for The Athletic. May I read a
Maybe not
yes.
tight, but they.
so now it's The Athletic, and now he's
Well,
not tight
no.
with him.
I wouldn't say tight. I would say they know each other well. So
Okay.
I wouldn't say tight.
Bob, may I read a passage from this?
Yes, you may.
I wish I could read it in your voice, but I'm going to read it anyway. Michael Silver. Things have gotten a little weird. Nothing too extreme thus far. No darkness retreat. Ayahuasca? Is that how you say that stuff?
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca journey or draft night hijacking, but still enough to make the Steelers feel just a bit uneasy. Back in late March, Art Rooney told reporters he expected Rodgers to decide by the NFL draft. When that didn't happen, the Steelers made a seemingly bizarre procedural move, placing the seldom used unrestricted free agent tender on the quarterback. The tag sets up the team for a compensatory pick should Rodgers sign elsewhere, permits Rodgers to play only for Pittsburgh once camp begins, and if unsigned by week 10, precludes him from playing anywhere in 2026, absent a finding of, quote, extreme hardship by an arbitrator. I didn't know that. Boxing him in, Silver writes, felt a bit aggressive in light of the previously expressed optimism, and given that no other team has been credibly linked to Rodgers, the transaction piqued a lot of people's curiosity. What do you make of that, Bob?
Well, I used that term boxed in. I felt that when that tag came out that maybe you're boxing him in. And,
Uneasy, he describes the Steelers.
Like a cagey animal that, you get boxed in, you're starting to think of other options or what you can do or whatever. So
Right.
Now, is this firsthand information he's getting, or is this?
You're the one who told us he's tight with Rodgers.
Well, is this first? But how does he know what the Steelers feel? That's what I'm saying. Or is he reading the room and
Michael
reading the
Silver's
reactions?
been around forever. If anybody has a feel of what the Steelers are
I
feeling,
had a couple brewskis with him at training camp. I'm
You like
well
him?
aware. He seems like a nice man. Nice
He's
individual.
a nice man. Yeah, I like him. Friends with Steve Kerr as well. I think they went to college together.
Yeah, all those cow guys.
No, maybe not. I don't know. Steve Kerr's an Arizona guy. Beside the point, I think he's got insight here. But you don't detect. So do you. You have your sources. You don't detect an uneasiness about the Steelers
I don't
with
think
this.
uneasiness. I mean, when you talked about that free agent tender they put on him, they say rarely used. If it was rarely used, why'd they use it twice last year in the NFL? I wouldn't quite say rarely used.
Yeah, in both cases,
Transitioned
the guy who was
left.
they used on left.
It's not
They were
often used.
low-level guys.
It's
No,
not
I know,
often
but-
used.
Yeah, because it's a real weird situation where a guy would be already signed already, and there's no use putting it on him. So,
You're putting constrictions on him for no reason if you're sure you're going to sign him. For no reason. There's no reason to do it if you're 100, or as you say, 99.9% sure
Right.
we got a deal. There's zero reason to do that.
How about if he's in the mountains of the Himalayas and twists his ankle and doesn't play?
Yeah, there's always that. I
mean,
guess.
what I'm saying is you're just covering your rear end just in case. Because I keep saying, if something would happen, he wouldn't play, and he decides to retire or whatever it is, or he goes to another team, and they didn't put that tag on, and we found out, we'd be crushing him.
There has to be.
What would it hurt? What would it hurt? Right?
I guess it's still there's no doubt it's an aggressive move. You have to view it that way if you're
they're
Rodgers.
looking out for the organization, and I'm all for that, right?
Here's what else Silver says. You ready for this, Bob?
Go ahead.
Michael Silver, according to a team source, he says essentially, according to a team source, the Steelers' powers that be were caught off guard by reports of Rodgers' apparent visit to Pittsburgh, as no plans for a meeting had been made. They claim to be out of the loop, and now they wait. This comes back to Crowley again, Bob. He's going to have a hell of a time in France if he scuttles this.
Wait a second. That comes back to me. He's putting that out 20 minutes later saying the Steelers have absolutely no clue what that he's...
That's right. You did have that part of the story.
And people may have bashed me for that, but whatever. Stuff happens.
I just give a big sigh there. This whole thing just makes me.
What would you be talking about?
Wait a second. Let's drill
Would you be talking about the 300-pound punter from Penn State if he was already signed?
Yeah, but this has been
Let's drill a
over
little
and
bit.
over and
No,
over, and
not this. This hasn't been
but
drilled
but
yet.
The whole concept of this, what happens next? When will it happen? I mean, we've heard it for months.
Bob, he may have just visited Pittsburgh and not spoken to the Steelers, and we've got
But he has a
as
home
good a
here.
reporter as anybody saying they're uneasy right now and that they were caught off guard.
Well, maybe he is.
By this
I
report.
told you way back when that I still think retirement is a possibility. It has to be. If
You're
he's
down to 60-40.
70-30 to 60-40 only because it's taken too long.
65-35.
60 that he'll still do it, but you have to admit you're 99.9. You have to go at least 99.8 now, don't you? I mean,
I'm at 9.
I mean, you're the one who reported that they were out of the loop. Were they upset that they were out of the loop? Did they feel like they should have?
They were just like, I don't know what you're talking about type of situation. Like, we haven't heard anything about this. I mean, it doesn't. We don't even know. I would have find it hard to believe that he's in town for 2, 3, 4 days, whatever it might have been, and one of his buddies, his assistant coaches, his former players didn't make the trek down to Washington County and visit him and have some dinner. You know what I'm saying? Right?
yeah, he's tight with a lot of those guys too.
I mean, he's not going
Are you
to
reporting
Denny's.
that?
No, I have no idea. I'm just saying it's not like he's going to go to
Bob, there's a nice
whatever.
Waffle House down there.
Yeah, he's
also
not
a
going to
nice
say
steakhouse
let's go
in
meet
that
at the
Meadows
Waffle
Casino.
House.
Right.
Come on down, Skoranek or whatever. I don't think Skoranek's in town. I think he's out of town.
Is Skoranek his best friend on the team?
It might be.
What did you think of Limits wanting Skoranek just to hand Drew Aller number 15 with no payment?
An all-pro Pro Bowler, Ben Skoranek. Did he do a whole segment on it?
I don't know. I wasn't
believe
here
he
that
did.
day.
I
I just
believe he
heard
did.
about it. I'm sorry, but this is a story. It is. Whatever went down here, this is a story.